So remember this lesson well, because this was only the beginning. The next chapter reveals what the powerful already know, how attention itself has become the new throne, and how those who control it control everything. If you have the mind for strategy, if you crave the truth others fear to speak, then stay. Watch the next lesson. Because the age of luck is over, and the age of Machiavellian power has begun. You have seen it, haven't you? The fool who prospers, the shallow man with deep pockets, the dull merchant who drives the car of your dreams, while you, the thinker, the worker, the one who tried to do everything right, remain behind. And you whisper to yourself, how is he rich while I still struggle? You think the gods have been unfair, that the world has lost its sense of justice. But I tell you, the world has never been just. It has only ever been strategic. I am Machiavelli, and if I still walked among men, I would tell you this: intelligence does not rule the world. Strategy does. The clever starve in silence, the cunning feast in shadows, because life is not a test of intellect. It is a contest of influence. You were told to be good, to be honest, to work hard. But I tell you, those are luxuries of the powerful. The powerless cannot afford them. The world does not reward intelligence. It rewards manipulation, leverage, and timing. For centuries I wrote that power belongs to those who understand human nature, not to those who chase fairness. And that law has not changed. It is not about what you know. It is about what you use. The intelligent man collects knowledge. The Machiavellian man converts it into power. One drowns in thought. The other strikes. One wants to be correct. The other wants to be effective. And in this game, effectiveness is the only truth. I have seen your kind before. Brilliant, moral, hesitant. You wait for the right time, the right plan, the right permission. Meanwhile, the one you mock, the one who acts without thinking, who moves without fear, he wins. He dares. And the world belongs to those who dare. You call him dumb. I call him dangerous. Because he does not care for perfection. He cares for power. He knows that men are not moved by logic. They are moved by emotion. And he learns to control it. Let me give you a truth few can bear. The intelligent man studies the chessboard. The Machiavellian man plays it. The intelligent man asks, what is right? The Machiavellian asks, what works? One seeks meaning. The other seeks leverage. And leverage, not logic, builds empires. There was once a man named Mark, average mind, no great education. But he understood one thing: attention equals money. While the intelligent mocked social media, he studied human emotion. He didn't sell knowledge. He sold belief. He didn't speak truth. He spoke energy. And the crowd followed. Why? Because the masses do not follow wisdom. They follow confidence. Mark had read me without knowing it. For I once said, men are moved more by appearances than by reality. And that is still the secret currency of power. There was also a woman, Sarah, not the best in her company, not the smartest, but she mastered one art: visibility. She made sure every small victory was seen. She spoke with certainty even in doubt. She radiated importance. And within 2 years, she ruled over those who once dismissed her. You see, power is not about deserving. It is about positioning. The intelligent build skill. The strategic build status. And the world worships status. Intelligence is potential energy. Strategy is kinetic. One sits, the other strikes. And here lies your tragedy. You think too much. You wait too long. You seek perfection in a world that rewards movement. While you debate theories, the Machiavellian collects data from action. While you wait for proof, he creates it. You think hesitation is wisdom, but it is the slowest form of suicide. He who hesitates is already conquered. Now listen carefully. This is the first principle of the modern prince: speed beats perfection. The world moves too fast for thinkers. It rewards those who move first, The fool who acts will always defeat the genius who waits. Perfection is the cage of the intelligent. Action is the weapon of the cunning. Every move, every mistake, every public failure, it all becomes leverage. Because people do not respect what you know. They respect what they see, and motion, even messy motion, creates the illusion of mastery. That is how the so-called dumb look powerful. They act before they are doubted. Second principle: action builds credibility. In my time, a prince who stayed silent lost his crown. Today, silence means invisibility. Each act, each post, each product is a signal of motion, and motion creates momentum. Momentum becomes magnetism. Magnetism becomes power. Think of how many times you watched someone win at something you could have done better, but didn't. That sting you feel, that is the tax on hesitation. The world punishes delay. Third principle: perception creates power. Men judge more by the eye than by the hand. For everyone can see, but few can understand. Those who seem dumb have mastered this. They look like they are winning, and soon everyone believes they are. The world does not reward reality. It rewards appearance. Influencers, politicians, entrepreneurs, they know this rule by instinct. They sell confidence, they sell illusion. And the illusion becomes real because belief turns fiction into fact. That, my friend, is the first law of domination. But what happens after you rise? After your name grows, your wealth expands, your influence sharpens. Most lose it, because they mistake motion for progress. The fools win fast, the wise stay rich. And to stay rich, you must master three deeper weapons: patience, leverage, and substitution. Patience, the mask of predators. The weak rush, the powerful wait. You think you lose by waiting. No, you lose by rushing. When others act from greed, you watch. When they panic, you strike. The lion does not chase every prey. He studies, he waits. Then he kills with one move. Patience is not laziness. It is preparation in disguise. Next, leverage. This is how effort becomes empire. Most work harder. The Machiavellian works smarter. He multiplies force without multiplying effort. He builds systems, people, media, money, all moving in his name. Why lift the sword when others will raise it for you? That is leverage, the architecture of control. Third, substitution. Never fight what you can replace. When blocked, don't argue, redirect. When rejected, don't beg, rebuild. When caged, create your own kingdom. That is how the modern prince rises. When banks refused the dreamers, they built crypto. When Hollywood rejected creators, they built YouTube. When elites closed doors, the outsiders built empires online. Do not fight the system. Replace it. Patience gives you time. Leverage gives you reach. Substitution gives you freedom. Together, they form silent power. Most men use one. The rich use all three. The public chases trends. The prince watches patterns. He waits for chaos and profits from it. But even when power is gained, most destroy themselves from within, because they never master the next trinity: emotional detachment, reputation, and controlled visibility. Emotion is the enemy of reason. He who cannot command his emotions will always be commanded by others. The rich are not calm by nature, they are calm by discipline. Emotion makes geniuses act foolish. Detachment makes fools act powerful. A trader, a leader, a lover, the moment he reacts, he is ruled. The moment he observes, he reigns. Next, reputation. Power lives and dies by perception. A man may lose money, but not his image. For image buys trust. Trust buys time, and time buys freedom. Control the story before someone else tells it. When accused, clarify loudly. When praised, amplify quietly. When uncertain, appear certain. You do not have to be virtuous, only appear so. As I once wrote, a prince must appear merciful, faithful, humane, sincere, and religious, but he must also be ready to act against all of them when necessary. This is not hypocrisy, it is strategy. Then, controlled visibility. Show your strength, but never your methods. Reveal your growth, but never your source. Mystery is magnetism. The moment you become predictable, you become vulnerable. Disappear when needed. Return stronger. Let silence speak for you. The crowd will invent their own stories, and they will all serve your legend. Visibility without mystery is noise. Visibility with mystery is authority. When you master these, emotion, reputation, visibility, you are no longer playing the game. You are designing it. You move from reacting to ruling, from chasing to choosing, from competing to commanding. You become the architect, not the actor. Now, the final law, the evolution of power. Every empire collapses when its ruler forgets to adapt. The same cunning that builds wealth will not keep it. The world changes, the crowd evolves, and the modern prince must evolve faster. The true elite never stop learning. They rebuild in silence. They vanish and return sharper. They fear comfort more than loss. Comfort breeds death. Adaptation breeds empire. So now I ask you, who will you be after this ends? The thinker, still waiting for fairness, or the strategist, shaping reality to his will? Do not look for justice. Look for advantage. Do not seek to be the smartest in the room. Seek to be the one who owns the room, because the world does not belong to the wise. It belongs to the strategic. And that is the Machiavellian truth. Niccolo Machiavelli. The world rewards not the moral, but the master of human nature.